It felt so good watching Zohran get that dub. Because all throughout my time, I'm seeing the celebrations. I'm being like, we fighting back against the system. We are actually getting stuff done. The billionaires try to put their bread in front of us, and we said, we are people. We all will not be bought. And I'm watching folks like, dang, that could have been us. And you know what? That still could have been us. But y'all didn't want to vote for the smaller man in our own state. If you're in Minnesota, talking to you. If you're in Minneapolis, I'm super talking to you, but that's a whole other conversation. That's not a conversation. That's another conversation. This race, this man, honestly, some of the best cinema I've watched in a long time. You know that goosebumps that you get from a charismatic man? With those boop. You know those goosebumps you get from a charismatic person where they're able to not just hope for the things that they were going to do when they get into office, but they're actually going to be like, no, I'm going to do this, and this is how I'm going to do it. And that's exactly what's going to get done. I don't care what anybody has to say. I don't care what the billionaires. I don't care about the opposition. I do not care. Because guess what? Because I know myself. I'm the man of the people. And you know what? And one of the main things is, I would like to say, he was actively going out his way saying, just so y'all know, let me pull these little. I'm a New Yorker. I be on these streets. You know those buses? I ride them shit. He don't ride them much. He ain't here. He's in Jersey. He got a crib in Jersey. How is he gonna run it? How is he here? You know what? I'm smoking. He ain't at the mosque. He ain't at the synagogues. He ain't at the churches. He ain't at the clubs. He ain't at your local bodega. But you know what? Big Z is Big Zohran. Obviously, I cannot lie. The funniest thing that came out. I scratched that. The two funniest things that happened that night. One, that morning, Dick Cheney, he passed away. Right. They asked Zohran about it. He's like, "Oh, that happened," and then goes right back to talking to the folks over at the stand that was reaching out. And you know what? That's what I call political game. He's a real politician. He a big Paulie. He a big Paulus. But what? First of all, watching him and then watching his wife try to hold him, she's a real one for that. Because honestly, that's how you know you're very presidential. That's how you move. And when someone asks you something crazy, you lock in real quick. You let that crazy thing pass, and then you go back to what you were doing. That's what you do, First Lady. Very nice, very nice. Ooh. And number two, honestly, I will say the Mamdaniisms, fire, bro. Say you're gonna be eating pork in Mamdanistan. I like too good on this internet. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine the type of drinks that were being drank that night. I cannot. I know there was free shots everywhere. I know folks was just taking them back once he got that dub. I will not lie to you. And honestly, the type of joy, the type of support that I was seeing, not just in New York City, not just in America. I'm seeing folks from Australia say, "Whoa, America, you moving like that? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to see y'all moving like." And you know, it felt nice. It felt nice. And honestly, I feel like I'm a slight New Yorker, the way that I was feeling so proud of the city. Like I was feeling so connected because of how I was watching greatness at full scale. One of the craziest things about New York that you start to notice, especially during this race, I was starting to get a lot of news. And I started listening to a lot of creators from over there. And they were like, New York has been like corrupt as a mug since 1947, right? Like, folks have been getting paid off like left and right here and there easily. Bro, and speaking of corrupt politicians, bro. Tell me why Eric Adams was moving like the most Nigerian senator I have ever seen in my life. Bro was getting flown out to Turkey. Bro was gonna go down for being bought with such the cheapest amount, some of the cheapest amount of liquor notes, man. It feels like, and And that's honestly, bro. Because I'm not even mad that he was taking the bribes. I'm mad that I could have paid him the bribes, and that's my problem. I think that's my problem with this whole conversation. Oh my god! Oh, a McDouble, a egg mac and cheese, a McDouble, an egg mac and cheese, and give me like a fifth of Fireball, and we go for it. And that's just ridiculous. This has been a great election cycle. Oh, because the amount of folks that was going out their way to expose what type of human being they were was definitely alarming. And I just started noticing a couple things, especially coming from the media that was pushed against him. Because this might be some of the greatest social media presence I've ever seen. This run is up there with the Drewski 2017 to 2019 run. Bro's IG Reels, bro's TikToks was crazy. The first time I hear about it, I'm talking about bro said, hey, can y'all please stop sending me bread? When have y'all ever heard a politician tell them to stop sending you bread? What are we doing? So as Eric Adams begins to get let off and gets sent to the wayside, to the pasture, to the farm up north in upstate New York to get, removed, to get exiled from his duties. Here's some other characters that to be involved with. Next we have Curtis Sliwa, the Republican choice, right? And when I tell you, I have never seen a more funny conservative evil man in my lifetime. Because let me not even say evil. That's a stretch. I'm bothered. It's just the amount of crazy things that's happened to him in one lifetime. It feels like he's either lying or he's God's strongest soldier. And it just gets funnier when you realize that he is not lying about none of that. He's one of those guys that has proof of everything. He was one of those guys where he would put on the red beret and then he would go out and harass a bunch of brown and black. And yeah, some other stuff happened. And it's funny because he's a real New Yorker as well. So it's you know what, hey, I feel it. Do your thing. And he seems like a truly funny guy. He feels like he has a story for every aspect of being a New Yorker. If we were talking about trying to get a bacon, egg, and cheese, he'll tell you about the time that he got stabbed on Fifth Ave trying to walk over to go save a homeless person. And then if you're talking about homeless people, he will talk about the time that he got jumped by 47 homeless people. On the downstairs of the train. He'll talk about the fact that he got pushed onto the train tracks by accident because of folks were not paying attention. He'll talk about the fact that he went on a taxi and got stabbed 43 times by 33 immigrants that happened to actually be white folks. But it's crazy. It's a crazy dude, right? And honestly, I will say he has some quips. He had some very, very funny quips. And then the Democrat, I think it was the Democrat's choice, Andrew Cuomo. And when I tell you, built to ass. Oh my God, built to ass. So to start this off, earlier in the debate, earlier in this campaign, literally a year ago, nobody saw Mamdani coming at all. It was a 2-3% chance that he was gonna win. And everyone's like, oh yeah, no, this Cuomo's a career politician. His daddy was a career politician. He's been in the game forever. He's been, I think he was a mayor already, governor. He was something. He was governor. I think governor. But we have the point. The amount of love and backing and the way that folks were consistently tying their name around the Cuomo bandwagon, it was crazy. Because if you look back, Cuomo was he was the mayor in 2019, the start of COVID, right? And as COVID was going on, everybody's getting their ass whooped. People were dying left and right. It was ridiculous. But then you look at the actual numbers in New York, very low. New York City was doing great. Everyone was maxed up. It was fire. Everyone was being healthy. And it turned out bro was just lying. It's just like they just misreporting. He was telling folks like, hey, you about to write that? Just go ahead, you just scribble that in. You saw 100? Go ahead, put 50. You saw 50,000? Go ahead and put 523. Let's round down a little bit. And it was bad because folks were consistently be like, oh well, New York is doing something right. Then New York just keep doing what you're doing, and that led to folks having worse and worse treatments and worse seriousness that's being surrounded around the idea and the presence of COVID in and of itself, and that led to a lot more people passing. It was bad. It was very not just distasteful, but damn near evil, because the demographic that was dying was people in nursing homes, and due to the fact that there was no new provisions or rules or guidelines that's been set up to help protect these elderly people that are actively susceptible to this to the coronavirus. They're like, yeah, COVID-19 wiped out so many people that needed to. There was people's grandparents that died that did not have to. That is crazy. Goes retires in disgrace, right? He's still trying to hold on to it. Then the allegations came around. About 11 or so women came out saying that Cuomo assaulted them. And more numbers came out. See, again, just faking these numbers. It's a bad track. It's a pretty bad track. It turned out it was around 13 to 15. It was... And guess what? He was going out of his way to put so much money, so much bread behind the ideas of, you know what, let's just go ahead and just silence them. Yeah, can you gag her? You know what? Let's do gynecological invasive treatments too. Oh my God, he's a crazy guy. But beyond that, beyond all the legal aspects of it, just know, wild guy, and that's the hate for him just started brewing to an uncontrollable level. It was bad for everybody to see. And here we have Mamdani, regular guy. The only thing you know about him is he wants New York to be better. He doesn't want the average individual, the average mom and pop, to feel like they need to be millionaires to be able to decide between, I think I'm going to either go grocery shopping or I'm going to send a gift to my grandkids so they'll be able to, I don't know, buy some clothes for college. They shouldn't have to pick between those two. They should have to pick between healthcare or not having healthcare, just period. Just period. And he literally just ran on that and just moved forward with it. And the New Yorkers just loved and leapt at it because of it's been a very long time since the last time we've heard of a politician being like, you know, I work for y'all, right? You know, I'm getting paid off of you guys. Y'all are my boss. Y'all should be able to actively be living here without having to have stress-induced panic attacks about what money you're going to be able to have for next month. That's just common sense. This is just common sense. And New Yorkers truly were able to get by. And people to just Mamdani, just more period. Because Cuomo kind of reminds you of that uncle that any time that your older sister sees him at a family gathering, it's straight fisticuffs because there's no reason why they should be able to feel comfortable showing their face inside her presence. So that's the type of vibe that Cuomo was giving off. And another reason why folks just consistently were gravitating towards a guy and one of the reasons why folks were just consistently gravitating to a guy like Mamdani was he never seemed to bring up Trump, which was really new, really big breath of fresh air. Easily one of the most connective tissues aspects of being able to connect with him. Because it's no, I don't care about that guy. I care about our people here. That's just all he was doing. He was actively going out of his way to be I don't care about nothing else. I'm only here to fix the lives of my future constituents. And that's a beautiful thing because of these last few years of politics definitely seem to revolve around, well, at least I'm not that guy. But what guy are you? Who are you? What do you do? You have no plans? You have no ideas? What the fuck are we listening to you for in the first place? And one of the things I started noticing, especially due to the amount of individuals that were consistently going out their way to be like, I can't co-sign you, bro. Like the amount of people in the DNP and the Democratic Party that were just like, I'm sorry, I can't back you. It'll look real bad on my end if I like even say you a good guy, bro. So keep fighting the good fight, but I ain't gonna back you. I'm so sorry. First of all, crazy. I feel like the Democratic Party in totality don't really recognize how objectively elitist it can get, and the fact that it feels like you need to have graduated from an Ivy League school or a Big Ten school to be able to be like, oh yeah, no, I understand politics. It's weird. It's weird, especially with the vast majority of the people that you are governing and the people that you're actually working with aren't really they don't need all that. They want you to fix what's going on in front of their eyes. That's all they're looking for. So for you to be able to be like, well, we'll fix the problem in 37 years, fuck you. Like, because we're talking, fuck you. So the fact that Mamdani's been like, actually, no, this is my plan, has been such a breath of fresh air. And let's just talk about his policies real quick. Some of the main ones that he's been actively talking about, right? So first one, free universal childcare, fast and free buses, city-run grocery stores, and make the corporate tax. Make it all be paid by corporate tax and corporate elites, folks. Because of it's like, hey, if you want to be here, we're going to tax you some more. And guess what? Everyone's like, we'll leave New York. We can't afford it. We'll take our money elsewhere. And keep in mind, they've been saying this for the past, since 2008. There's people been saying they're going to be fleeing New York since 2008, and they still have not left. I've been trying to buy real estate for the past 10 years. Like, I'm trying to get into New York, and y'all just stay here hoarding up space. Leave. If you said you was going to leave, then go. Then go. What about your word? But as we continue, I love the fact when he was talking about, okay, we are going to raise the taxes, and that's going to be terrible. He's going to try and shoot for communism. He's trying to make us pay for everything. We are paying our share. And then he's like, I just want you to pay what folks in New Jersey are paying. I'm sorry. Can you afford New Jersey stuff? Because they've been doing it over there, and they don't look like they're a war-torn place. It looks beautiful over there. New Jersey is very nice. I like New Jersey. It's a very, very nice. But beyond the point. So it's like, oh. So we have like a literal example? Well, shit, fuck. Oh, wow. That's kind of throws a dart in our, kind of throws a dart in their plans a little bit. Little things come with some of the fire from they smoke. You feel me? But I want to talk about some of the social media aspects and some of the criticism that was being thrown at Mamdani. I found it so crazy because of the only negative, and I'm telling you, the only negative media that I've seen of this man, this whole campaign, has been pure Islamophobia, just pure racism. Bro. Folks are talking about go back to your country. Folks talking about he knows a few people in Al Qaeda. People calling him a jihadist. People say that he would. Cuomo's on a radio show. This honestly, I think once this dropped, I think that's when the whole election was like, oh yeah, no, he's definitely gonna win this. So Cuomo's on a radio show. This dude calls in. He's like, if Cuomo's on a radio show, and this dude calls in. They start joking about if there's another 9/11, Mamdani would cheering and happy and saying, yeah. And Cuomo don't say nothing. He don't fight back about nothing, nada, zero. And I'm sitting here and I'm watching, right? I'm listening to the video, and I'm like, oh, so y'all just like blatantly saying the loud part out. Y'all just saying the quiet part out loud and waiting for everybody to just sit here and just endorse it. You didn't say nothing. You ain't say, whoa, that's fucking crazy. You were like, nah, he definitely, yeah, yeah. I mean, I get some. That's all you had to say. That's all you were going for. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. And honestly, I feel like that's some of the most shining moments about all this, because the criticisms were coming from billionaires. They're coming from Trump. He said that if Mamdani wins, I don't do a good Trump impersonation, but be out of the fight. If Mamdani wins, I'm going to send in the full force of the National Guard to take hold of all that, to fix it. We have to fix it. And if you're sitting here telling me that billionaires, Trump, and tech oligarchs are all saying that electing this guy is the problem, I don't know what to tell you. But if y'all like this video, make sure y'all like this video. Thank y'all for watching, and we're out.